Hello and welcome to another exciting video. In this one, we'll be covering how to accept payments through StripeCheckout using Next.js API Routes. So here we are at Quick Start provided by Stripe, and you can see that we have these samples available. So if your front end is HTML, React, or Next.js, you can refer to these code samples and then set up things at your end. Here you can see that we need to install Stripe packages. So without further ado, we'll be covering how we are going to implement this Stripe payment gateway in our Next.js application. Over here, the first thing that you need to do in our test mode, you need to get the secret key, which you can copy from here. And after that, here we have our page where we have all the products listed, and when we click on this add to cart, the items in the cart gets added. And here when we click on checkout, it needs to take us to the Stripe checkout page and they will make the payment. Now here what we have done is, first thing, we have implemented the Stripe key in our env local file, and after that we have created this page called create_checkout_session.ts within API directory under pages, and you'll notice that we have this next API request and response from next package. Then we are initializing the Stripe library, and for Stripe we need to run or install a package, and here we have this npm install stripe, this command, and once you have installed the package, you will be good to go and make this require import over here. So we are now initializing the Stripe library with our Stripe key, and here we have created our handler. Now this handler has request and response. You can see whatever information we have in the cart, that is being passed over here in the cart object, and then we are iterating through each of the cart items or line items, and then we are creating this line items array, and this basically comprises of a price data attribute which consists currency and product data. Now currency by default is set to US dollars, and product data, as you can see, we have name and images for each one of these, and then the unit amount. After that we have the quantity over here, and that comprises our line item. Now once the line item is done, we are creating a session by making use of stripe.checkout.sessions.create, and here we are passing the line items, the mode, and then two URLs, success and cancel. So if everything goes well, we'll be redirected to the success page. If I cancel the order, we'll be coming to this cancel URL. And for that purpose, you can see we have created two pages under pages directory. One is success.tsx, and here the message which comes when the payment is successful, and cancel when the order is cancelled. Now in the cart.tsx, you'll notice that down below where we had our checkout button, what we are doing now is we are calling this onClick function, which is calling our API create checkout session, and then we are passing the cart information over here, and if everything goes well, we're getting the response, and accordingly we are redirecting the user to that particular URL. So either it will go to success or to cancel. Now as you can see, we have already added items in our cart. It's time now to click on checkout. Here I'll do that, and you can see that we are now on the Stripe page. Here we have the total amount, the courses or the products that we want. The email ID needs to be entered. Card information by default, you can make use of a sample card application that's provided by, you can make use of a sample card that's a photo all the way, and then you can specify any expiry date in future and CVC. You specify the cardholder name, the billing address, and then you click on pay. If you click on cancel over here or click on back, that means you're canceling the transaction and user will be taken to the cancel page. If you pay, the user will be taken to the success page if the payment goes through. Now if I click over here, you'll notice that we are redirected to the cancel page, and here we are seeing order cancelled. So that's how easy it is to implement Stripe checkout in our Next.js application.